Hey y'all, it is Brushy Bird here at Fort Pickens at the northern terminus of the Florida Trail. Right now we're having a government shutdown, and apparently we are not to go no further than here, and which I've already did this section a couple extra times, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. But if you're starting the trail right now, apparently you can't get all the way in, but you can get within a few miles of it. And I guess this is where I'm going to have to start though. So going on for the Mosquito Republic is at the 25-26 hiking season, and we are here and ready to start the Florida Trail. All right, so update on the Fort Pickens closure. An officer said that they can't supply security in there, the park, so they have it shut down, so they don't want anybody down in that area, and that's all he really said. So I haven't talked to anybody from the Trail Association at the moment. No answer yet. They're probably having lunch or something, but I'll try to find out what's going on there. But on the move, Pensacola. All right, still heading towards the beach ball on Pensacola Beach, and have talked to the Florida Trail Association, and they are not advising anybody to pass the area that's actually closed at Fort Pickens. So, and the only real issue, not only being able not to do that that little section, is where the terminus actually is located there where it's closed, but there is no other camping around. So if you came from the dunes, you've hiked 14 miles to get there, and then that's the next closest camp, so it would be a 14-mile back on top of, well, if you only went to the Sand and Surf Hotel, then it's an extra 8 on the 14, so it's a little more doable. And it's nice to stay there because they actually let you have use of bicycles and kayaks, so in case you want to go to a restaurant down the road. And so it's nice for the area. But so I guess they're going to make an announcement about it anyway, and I'm sure they'll do a little bit more research of what's going on with the government shutdown. And I don't really know myself, I just know it's shut down. And so hopefully that's the only big issues I run into the trail this go around. But other than that, getting ready to get some cloud coverage, so pretty happy about that too. Beautiful area. UFO house. We're working through the house. This is about where that big tall building is when you start getting into the dunes. seeing some shade here, so that's a plus, because I'm not getting all that cloud coverage that I was hoping for, but it's okay. Lots of little gift shops, lots of hotels on this side. The landmark for Pensacola Beach. The giant, iconic beach ball water tower. Lots of people out here today at the beach too. Here's the Sand and Surf Hotel. Great hotel if you happen to be down here, for sure. All right, that's the last of the buildings. That little wooden thing to the left, the little awning, is the start of the dunes. Which I'll be camped out there tonight. Building everywhere. This is the dunes. Every once in a while you'll see a white piece of PVC pipe sticking out with a blaze on it. Yeah, I prefer a freestanding tent. That way, when I'm in places like this, that it, you know, you don't have to have stakes to set your tent up. This is an odd one anyways, because it's like zero shade. Well, maybe not zero, but pretty close. For most of it. Then you get spots where you get a little bit of trees, and then you get back to where it's just pure sand again. So, pretty nice out here though. Alright, still see the main road that goes all the way down the beach. Not too far. There's a public access parking lot. And then you see it's not very wide, so there's the water on the other side on the bay. It just keeps going. Might have been missing one of our posts on that side. 2. Leaving from the dunes today. I'm gonna head up, finish the rest of the beach, and into Navier. And actually, I guess it's pronounced Navier, or Navier, something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get to Dean's campsite, which is about 20 miles. So great night's sleep, nice breeze. So I'm just doing a little night hiking to beat some of the heat here. So made it through Navier Beach, but somehow I managed to turn on the GoPro and let it run all morning until it was dead. So I plugged it in and I got a little bit of charge, but cruising right along. And St. Michael's microbrewery. Haven't been there. Been trying to, but alright, there's a Tom Thumb over there. Getting close to the end of Navier. Just said the East River. And right up there is my turn off from Navier. It's like a short little neighborhood, and then finally into the woods. Okay, getting through Navier and Holly, Florida. So getting ready to go back into the woods. I did just have a couple of small dogs that came up and barked, but none of them didn't try to bite. So far so good this year. Finally be in the woods. So it's going to be a good rest of the day now. Yeah, all is going well. I think I'm around maybe 17 miles or something. I think it was like 20 from the dunes to Dean's campsite. But yeah, it's been nice hiking. It looks like I'm gonna make it there before the rain tonight, or today. And And don't forget to get your permit with Eglin before you get up here. But yeah, it's just nice out here. And I'm not even to the best spots yet. But all right, the moment I've been waiting for has arrived. That's the blue blaze. And Dean's campsite. A lot of soft needles here, so it makes a great night sleeping for sure. That's pretty sweet. All right, got a couple benches. Fire pit. Yeah. Looks like I'll get my tent up before the rain sets in though. But pretty nice campsite. Lots of shade, lots of pine needle. Got a pretty powerful storm going through. I think it's still passing, but got a tornado warning on, and some kind of a funnel cloud or something going over Gulf Breeze, which is right next to me. But no high winds, just occasional stronger showers. Had some lightning going through too, but it seems to die down now. So it looks like I'll be in the tent for a bit. All right, survived storm. Getting a little bit of a later start, but that's okay. Now it's rock and roll time. As I start to venture into the west side of Eglin. And basically Eglin is split up into like two sections, one before and one after Crestview. Right, some much needed water. Just had a storm, so it's not too clear right now. Normally it's really crystal clear. Can't miss this landmark. The SS Handy Dufresne. Remember from Shawshank Redemption. Of course, not the actual boat, but probably looks pretty similar. Alright, looks like a road crossing. Across the street. Alright, everything is going well. Starting to see a couple M16 dummy round shells that have been spent, but haven't seen anybody else so far. There. It touches yellow, you're a dead fellow right there. I see a lot of coral snakes in here. Really venomous. Beautiful snake though. Alright, still boogieing down the line. So there's one spot down here called Buck Pond, about 3/10 of a mile away, that I can get some water. A little bit limited on this side. Been pretty sweet though all day, so except for them storms this morning. It's like been pretty nice. Nice breeze going through. Not too hot, not too cold. All right, I'm taking the blue off of the main trail. It comes down to Buck Pond, and it's only one of really two water sources on this side, I believe. It's warm water, but yeah, it seems to be fresh. Has some lots of bass in there, it looks like. A little bit off of the trail, but I think 0.3. But now I'm going to continue on. Okay, update there. There is actually a closer access without going to the end of the blue to Buck Pond. But I did not realize that when I walked all the way to the end. But that's the way she goes. Alright, looks like they're starting to log this area. Alright, getting close to the road here. And then we got a little bit of a road walk, so we hop in over by Azalea. Alright, I've made the Yellow River. Beautiful. right, Cumberland gas station. I know they sell hot pizza in there. Then I make a turn across the street and then back a little bit of a road walk and then back into the woods. All right, through the road walk. Right on the corner, if you see all the houses, this is a big dirt field that shows on the far out, and Google that it's a camp, but it's not. It's a local party place there. Get back into the woods finally. Not a bad walk though for a road walk. All right, really beautiful area here. Couple spots where it's like, not really, it's not like swamp, but it might be part of the year, kind of marshy or something. But you walk through there and it was like hitting an air conditioner. Starting to get where I can't hardly hear the traffic now. Doesn't look like a lot of people have been back here lately. Seen some pretty good sized silk spider webs. Doesn't look like they must be close. Gotta clear that water. Looks like a camp here. Azalea campsite. Oh, this looks sweet. Good location. Water source is really close. All right, good morning. We are, or I am, heading to Guest Lake, and it's not a bad place. It has a little outhouse or thunderbox. So I'm not heading too far today, I don't believe. Just so I can kind of get staged for a road walk the next day. Still trying to get my trail legs on a little bit. Improving though. At about 51 degrees this morning. Alright, here's the Blackwater Forest or management area to go if you're on the ECT. I was planning on doing it this year, but didn't pan out for me. Hopefully in the future, do a video of that. Nice over here you have pitcher pot flowers. Looks like they're all in bloom at the moment. Red on that one. This has been a little bit challenging here this morning. I'll have to get redone this session. Making it through though. Nothing like it was last year after all the hurricane debris, but it's not too bad, I guess, in comparison. What a beautiful spot and a beautiful morning. That is gorgeous. Too bad I'm not in skunk ape territory. It'd be a great day for squatching right here. It was a really nice hike this morning. Once you got past the down tree area, it was pretty nice. So the rest of it. No wildlife to report though. Not yet anyway. It's still kind of chilly out though. The sun's pretty getting up there. Eglin Creek. Water's looking good. Beautiful out here. Yeah, I get water a little bit further down. Good water source here. The train rolls on. Seeing a few birds, just not seeing a lot of wildlife this morning. Just found some pine sap though, which also makes a good chewing gum. Give you a little vitamin C too. Nice size cottonmouth there, just kind of hanging out on the trail. Not very aggressive this one, so that's good. That'll be. stop, huh? This is Guest Lake. Right over here is where you camp. That's good. Sometimes it has trash in there, but it looks like we got it all cleaned up today. So. Yeah, it's not much further. And where you get to everything else. Some awnings. A Thunderbox toilet. Hopefully they still have it. There it is. That looks like a good place to sit. I've already had my breakfast sitting with the cottonmouth, so I already ate. So that will take 5 here. Alright, good morning. Left Guest Pond, or Guest Lake, whichever one it is, heading towards Holt. I'm going to try to get to Crestview, and just being cautious because I know there's some comments on Far Out from some other dogs that are there that I haven't seen. There's a couple other ones that I've seen before, but there's 2 new ones. And they say they're aggressive, so I'll have my spray there handy just to make sure. Other than that, it was a good night's sleep, and it's pretty nice this morning. Alright, getting closer to Holt. I got past a couple spots where I know there were dogs from either the Far Out or I remembered. But day after, when I got close to the airport, I had 4 dogs come out. I sprayed a dust line of pepper spray in front on one of them, and then they all stopped. So no issues there. I always travel with pepper spray. Okay, we're getting up here to Little Cubs Hostel here in Crestview. Actually, there he is right there. This is the house here.
Welcome, hiker.
How you doing, hiker? Our hostel.
Glad to have you here, man. Come check out Little Cubs place, 4 mile off Florida Trail, downtown Crestview. We got hot showers. We got flushable groovy outside. We got tenting. Come on in, charge up your equipment.
Yeah.
We got it all.
All right, thanks, Little Cub.
Thanks, Brother Bush. It's good to have you back again.
Yes, yeah, glad to be back here, man. This is a great stop.
Come on in.
And oh yeah, this is heaven here, huh?
We got a little TV this time. Charging station, table, sitting area. More to come.
Yes, places to charge your phone. Places to set up your camp. Dump your trash. Yeah. What's in here?
We got a outside hot shower.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And then on the other side, you see the sign on the door.
Yeah.
It says pee-pee.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, there's where the magic happens, right there.
That's the magic. If you
Okay.
really want to get brave, you can walk around this way.
Well, hopefully we don't have to brave it tonight.
So you got a little more privacy this year. Oh, we got a fire pit right over here.
Ooh, a lot of nice stuff here. Yeah, lots of room
Yeah.
in the middle when there actually is no camp, so this is a
what
good
I call
spot.
This is what I call my prayer room.
God, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate
Cubs
it.
is, you can contact Little Cubs Place, Little Cubs Place at gmail.com, or you can look us up on Far Out. We're right on there. Little Cubs Place.
Yeah, definitely. I find my way in when I see the giant water tower coming in. I can't see it from here, but it's pretty close to it.
Yeah, right behind, we're located right behind the water tower. If you pass the water tower on the trail, we're right behind it.
All right, thank you, Little Cub, and thanks for your hospitality as well.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being my guest.
All right, leaving Crestview. This is the Shoal River. Got a little bit more road walk and then back into the woods again. Nice to be in the woods in this area. Still in Eglin, and these waters are just pristine and just totally gorgeous here. Look at that. This is Pearl Creek. Just so clear. Okay, welcome to Pearl Campsite. And this one in particular has some hammock posts. And then boxes, not for sure. Looks like they might be for maybe put your food in. It's a rarity to see them though, but they have the post. Good place for me to take a break, but it won't be camping here. The train has to roll on. It's a great trekking day here. A lot of wildlife, the wilderness to observe. Just in some of these areas when you don't even see wildlife, it's like it's nice to just look at everything. Especially you got it in a little bit of hills. Get down to the bottom, and you got the crystal clear water with white sands on the bottom. Get some other areas you can just smell the damp wet pines on the ground. Yeah. Pretty nice. Well, coming up to water right now. Silver Creek. Yeah, I might just hang out by this one for a minute. It's just really something. This is an Eglin property, but it's just like, you know, you ever seen such clean water? That's just making me thirsty just looking at it. I'm gonna take a few minutes to just sit here. That sounded like a large caliber of whatever that was. Probably a lot bigger than an M60. Must be a range for them. I think I already passed the ranges that I hear them 16s and everything going. This sure just sounds like some big boy toys. But of course we don't go that far in the, to where it's at, or even close. It's still pretty far on the map, and I'm in an area that's still open on the PAM map. So. But pretty interesting. We are here to J.R. Walton Pond. Not much of a pond right now. Looks like it's pretty dried up. They got a, I don't know if that picnic table was there before. I don't know. Looks like some bushcrafters have been through. I gotta say, that looks pretty dry over there. Might have a little water on that end though. Got a fire ring. Well, got a fire pit anyway. And a place to sit. That's good. Keep it simple. Good morning all. Still cruising here through Eglin. A little bit chilly last night, 42 degrees. And I don't know where actually I'll stop today. So I'm not unsure of my destination at the moment. Let's see how it goes today. Yeah, I heard some coyotes come through the campground and some deers. So it's kind of nice laying there, falling asleep with that. Hopefully maybe we'll see something exciting today. Alright, this is TT Creek. Volunteers, hard at work, do a great job. This is the Choctawhatchee chapter of the Florida Trail. They do a really awesome job though, trying to keep some of this clear, especially when you have all the hurricanes and everything. And so if you need to volunteer, you can contact the Florida Trail Association or your chapter, and they can hook you up. So they always need the help. Okay, so more workers hard at work here. Morning, guys. Just gonna pass you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Hi.
All right. Yes, they're working hard. making all this trail nice, using some hand tools to cut trees. They will go to any length to get these trails cleared. And yeah, they do a lot of amazing stuff, especially after these storms. It's just crazy how much that they've cleared. And I know they do have chainsaws, but they don't always have them convenient, or somebody else might be using them. But yeah, it's pretty awesome what they do though. Of course, anybody that's been on the trail after a storm, it makes it almost unbearable in some of these areas when it takes an hour to get through a mile because there's so much stuff that's fell. Big fork tree. Never know what you're going to run into when you're on the Eglin Air Force Base. Beautiful spring here. Gum Creek. Speck Pond campsite, but I will not be going there today. It looked like the trail was cleared all the way there, so as far as I could see anyway. All right. Like an old driveway, or maybe it was an old road. Obviously, they've got a new one made for modern purposes. Creek looks like an excellent spot to get some water. Alright, we are here at Red Deer Campsite. Some nice pine needle fire pit and a couple benches. Sometimes I look around to make sure there's not a lot of holly tree leaves on the ground. Sometimes I look to make sure there's no holly trees. Seem to poke little holes in the bottom of the fence. But I don't see any at the moment. This looks pretty sweet. Alright, doing a little night hiking. Splitting up the day a little bit. Didn't seem to get as cold as what it was supposed to, so that's good news for me. No wildlife last night that I could hear anyway. Alright, got some daylight at least. Been nice though. No wildlife though. But no matter where I'm at in this section, you can always hear traffic. Probably stay like that near until I get to the Pensacola. Looks like a good spot for me to get some water right there. Flowing good. Crystal clear. Okay, Bullhide Creek. Smells really good in here. Sweet spot to meditate. Okay, at Bull Campsite. Alright. Have a little fire ring with a couple benches. Yeah, this is a nice campsite. I stayed here last time, right over there. And that says it all. Yeah, this place has got a ton of great water sources. Aliqua Creek. Hellfire Creek. There used to be a little mast that hung there. I don't know what happened to that, but Camp Aliqua. Got a table. Drill. Got a couple things here, huh? A fire ring with a couple benches. Not bad. Looks like it'll be home for the night. Excellent. Came in that way, so I actually didn't even see that kiosk. I thought that was on the trail. Take a look up there. Ah, there it is. I didn't see the sign. There we go. And these were left from the turpentine. They used to be used to get turpentine. There was a nail hole on the tree that hung there like that, and then they put a piece of metal that was like a V all the way around it, and made some holes. And all right, tonight I'm trying to navigate through Eglin. This whole field is pretty well, all the forest here is gone. Looking at these little tiny flags. If you follow the map through here, and I'm on the east side, almost at the porthole campsite. So if you follow the map going southbound, the map actually, the trail ends. So alright, moving right along, come across a couple of small black bears. which I don't really run into a lot in this section. And one of them ran, one of them got just a little bit away and then kind of just stared, so I can take some pictures. But no issues with them. I didn't even pull the bear spray out or anything. So they stay away basically. Still moving good. Berry. Alright, just passed some more volunteers from the Florida Trail Association. One of them, I actually seen him on the other side doing some work. They got their hands full in some of these areas. Beautiful black rat snake here. Demon Bridge. Ooh, it's a nice bridge here, I got to say. Oh yeah. I believe this is called the Wall. Wild boar. Hey guys. Hey. I move. Man, a lot of them. This is the Eglin Portal campsite. This area does not ever close. And if you're coming no-bow, then this will be the first one that you see. Got 2 benches and a fire ring and the kiosk. So, but I was planning on hiking out today and being out of Eglin, but I was just notified of a larger storm coming through, so I'm gonna start getting the tent preps and everything and water. Okay, after about 15 hours of storm, a lot of it electrical last night. It's pretty crazy. I'm back moving. And try to get through Eglin today. Puts me behind a little bit, not bad though. That's the way it was. Alright, still moving good. I just ran into 2 bears. So it's probably the same ones from the night before. was kind of went in between them. I didn't realize the second one was there, and it looked like it might have been a cub, but no issues there. So I just kept trucking. No time to GoPro when something like that happens when they're right in front of you. But other than that, the rain stayed away. And here I'm getting closer to the road. I know I got a little roadblock right at the very end. So. Alright, getting close to the end of Eglin. Got about a 2-mile solid road walk. And we're back in the woods, not for too long. A lot of trash up here. And there we have it. We are at the end of Eglin. If you're Sobo, if you're Nobo, then we'll be starting right here in front of this sign. So there you have it. Now I will be moving on to the East Panhandle.